with Diablo 4's first expansion, Vessels of Hatred, right around the corner, where we get to see a new class, the Spiritborn, described as the apex predators of the jungle, and initial gameplay showing very reminiscent scenes of Act 3 in Diablo 2 for any lifelong Diablo fans out there. I wanted to put together a video highlighting some tips and tricks that's going to make the launch experience much more enjoyable from someone who has been through other similar launches like Diablo 3, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, and Diablo 4. So first off, if you do decide to pre-order, some people decide to pre-order, some people just want to wait until the game actually launches. It's your choice. But if you do decide to pre-order, I do suggest the pre-installation option that is going to be given to you probably about a day before the launch. This is going to boost your chances of getting right in so you can start playing the new class, the Spiritborn, get right into some of the end game, and start kind of grinding away on your account. If you remember the Diablo 4 launch and even the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls launch, people were experiencing very long queue times. This is more specific to Diablo 4, some of which were upwards of over an hour, where people were just basically sitting in a giant queue waiting to be set into the game while the servers basically were screaming for help. So, don't take off work just yet if you are planning to take any outages around this time. So if you are a new player to the game and you're kind of looking for, hey, I've been hearing a lot about this new expansion, I've kind of heard about Diablo 4, I would say try and play the storyline. The campaign is going to be a great option for those looking to just jump right in. It walks you through the game, pay attention to the story, and just kind of get a feel for how the gearing works, the skill tree works. There's a whole Paragon board. There's a whole bunch of extra endgame things that are all going to tie into this wonderful Diablo 4 experience that we know and love. That's going to only be boosted by the expansion. That being said, if you are an existing player and you're kind of looking for what you should do or how you should approach the expansion, I've always been a fan of playing the expansion content with the new class. In my opinion, it was designed for it, so in this situation, the new class, the Spiritborn, with kind of the jungle vibe that some of the initial gameplay we have been seeing is showing, it really feels like it would match the content for that character. Also, with the addition of the new characters, it is important to notice that the meta is probably going to shift. I've seen this several times with new ladders, and you get different resets with Diablo 3, with Diablo, even with Diablo 2, the expansion way back in the day. Anytime you get a new class, there's going to be some degree of rebalancing, so being prepared for that is just something to keep in mind. So in the gameplay that you see behind me, where I'm leveling up my Necromancer that is utilizing the extremely overpowered Corpse Explosion skill, when this new character, the Spiritborn, comes out, there's a good chance that that is probably going to be nerfed. Again, not a huge deal, shouldn't be a deal breaker for many people, but it is something that you should keep in mind. And lastly, if you're a competitive player, a couch co-op, or just a casual weekend warrior like myself, I feel like it's important to say this, just have fun. It is only a game, so if you do experience any bugs, anything like that, try and take it for what it's worth. A lot of people put a lot of effort into these games to make it an enjoyable experience. If you're not a competitive player, you might be maybe burnt out by some of the more competitive side of things like the PvP and those sort of aspects. Don't get caught up in the competitive nature of games in today's world. Just focus on the story and get what you can out of it. Overall, I think I'm really excited for this launch. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about how you feel about the Vessels of Hatred coming out. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Shoot me a like. And for more videos like this, where we just kind of open up dialogue and get some thoughts and feelings about various game things, hit the subscribe button down below. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.